Hello everybody, it's Mystic, and welcome back to my library. This is another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and between this episode and the last, I was actually going to run to the next quest area before I started up the video. However, as I got closer, I started to realize that something might be wrong here, because everybody is on the ground. So I figured I would start the video up now and figure out what the heck is going on. Are they all dead? Oh. Not dead.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Okay, so they're not dead, they're just sleeping?
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Yes, he has a very large spear.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Okay.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Okay, so they were literally... Were they just taking a nap until they can get new scales? What? Okay, good morning.
Yes, my friends. Gather round.
This
I have
is-
them right here.
This is me in the morning when I discover there is fresh coffee.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Yay!
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
This kid is so adorable.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
Just passersby.
Of course. You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Oh, is this... What was her name? Sandana?
This is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
Yay.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
I like that purple streak through that person's hair.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
I wonder if this is... What was the name of the dragon in the trailer? I know I called it Tiamat, and I was wrong. But I was distracted by Estinian's ponytail. I forget. Vetra? I don't remember, but I'll find out soon, I'm sure.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Look at this guy just pops out of nowhere.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Oh my god.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Oh no. The dance.
Now, see here.
Oh my god, what?
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
His worst nightmare?
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
We're not helping him, Ariadne is just like, I'm saying a prayer for you, buddy.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
We're just gonna leave him there. Okay.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana.
I did guess.
The alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Okay. I love how this side of the storyline is just so much more humorous. The other one was definitely more somber and mellow. This one just has a lot of humor in it, and I really like it. It seems like wherever Thancred goes, that tends to be the case, but yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna just grab this aetheryte real quick. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl... Through? What? Oh my god. I promise I can read. Sort of. Though Kryl herself is tied up with other investigation, Celeste is eminently capable substitute. You know what? Let's just redo this whole sentence. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Celeste is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify their protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Whatever it is, just leave it to me. What exactly is it you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. I'll just do it. It's fine. I'm the warrior of light. I do everything. Yeah. Thank you. Lest you wonder, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. So I'm going in and not being shielded, and then we're gonna try it with. I see. You need a control group, I guess. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Okay. Now I really want to try... Wait. Oh, yeah. Now I really want to try being an alchemist again. Like, I haven't done a whole lot with my crafting stuff. For those that don't know, I'm, like, recently returned to Final Fantasy XIV. I took quite a bit of a break, and I never really leveled my crafters and gatherers as much as I would have liked to. So I would really like to do that this time around. And that's probably what I'm going to do on the times when I'm not recording the story, is I'm going to work on my crafters and gatherers. Because that kind of stuff is just, it's fun. Like, when I do my crafting and gathering, I really enjoy doing it. I listen to an audiobook, or I watch anime, or a TV show, or something like that. It's great. I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding this place, or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless nights, the drunken Deepa. What the what? A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness again? How many times am I going to get this? For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing you from a safe distance. Okay. It's me, the guinea pig. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow the drunken Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. Oh, it is zooming. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, it is the cutest little thing. It's a lantern that hops around. It is so cute. Wait, where are you going, buddy? Readying ether, please stand back. Oh. Oh, no, wait. Wait. Okay, do I go in? Warning, discharging ether. Oh, should I have not been there? You were struck. Oh, no, right. Never mind. I got this. You were struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Okay. Let's go, little friend. Or do I speak to you again? I think I speak to you again. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming testing. Please follow. Oh my god. I love this little thing so much. Can I please get it as a minion? Hoppity hop, hoppity hop. Readying ether, please stand back. You're struck by another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Okay. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test, please follow. Okay, let's go, little guy. Little friend. This is seriously the cutest hecking thing I have ever seen. Where are you going, buddy? Okay. How am I doing? We good? You're struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Okay, come on, friendo. They are zooming. Please wait. Please wait, friendo. You are fast. You were struck by the strongest blast of ether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Okay, come on, friendo. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Ah, you've returned and not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. I want to keep it! I want to keep it. It's so cute. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort. You're feeling perfectly fine? I guess so. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond a doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Cool. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we at Cazadora travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as an escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. There are a lot of these, like, escort kind of quests in this expansion. I'm not complaining, though. It's actually pretty easy to keep them with you. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajaya's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Celeste! Oh. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I suppose? Good, good. Let us continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. And here we are, Kajaya's footsteps. Kajaya was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that the spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting it at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
Oh, so we can't actually even get in there right now. What can you tell me about the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Khan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra.
Oh, I am
When
totally
the Aura
saying
came
that
to
wrong.
these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It
How
was
very
a direct
human-like.
ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Who's that? Van Daniel?
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
Owen? Wait a minute. Why do we know that name?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Wait.
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
So he's gonna let them do it? Also, is he insinuating that he inhabited Owen? Owen? I don't remember the guy's name. This one piece of hair. Oh my god. I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Celeste, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we are a little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mr. Sindarana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. What? But when I last looked, there was plenty. I suspect this was before Oriange told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while the kidnappers are at large. Celeste, loath as I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? Of course, I could totally do that. In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May I impose on you once more? Go for it. I am okay with this. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zainuha. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me out to the outpost anyway. May we borrow a pair of Hamza, Mistress Nadana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hamza to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Hamza? Do we know what those are yet? I guess I'll find out in a minute. Are those, like, chickens? Here are Hamza, Celeste. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are a close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Oh, Hamza have long been kept as livestock in Thavnair, and many a hatchery have been found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Okie doke. Are you ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. Oh my god, I am riding one of these. What? Let us be off. If you haven't ridden dodos before, be warned that they have a wall-laying gait. I can see that. That spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called Khadga. Wait, you're going too fast! This sword, legend holds, was wielded by the Manusia against the Murga before something happened. Oh my god. I can't even see it in the events section. Darn it. He's going too fast. To the left, and requiring no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Almost there. Through the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. Thanks for giving me all this XP for discovering stuff. Wow. I don't know if we've ever been this close to a tower before. It's really creepy looking when you look at it up close. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant Host, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Well, well, who should it be but young Varshan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of a battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may be, I am certain he is well. I wonder if we're going to meet this person. Or if we have already. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but I still worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabdeen. Thank you. This little kid is adorable. And who might you be? Not Hanish by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Celeste Miston of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist us in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. Alright, I guess I'm gonna talk to that guy. Oh no, I'm talking to all of them. Okay. Ah, I've heard about you, the visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Talaferoi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they declare war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it they want? This we don't understand. That's a good question, because honestly, nobody really does. What? They want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. Well, I'm glad you all are helping, because the friggin', what are they called? The Forum? They suck. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military... Oh, crap! Hang on. A military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeed in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? Yes, they do. So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls from outside for outside aid to be answered. Yeah, everybody's kind of dealing with that right now. Don't even bother with Charlayan. You wish to know about the tower. To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folks have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Nuvrenair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are you dealing with the towers in your homeland? Yeah, we're kind of still working on that. Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Okay, let's go talk to Varshan. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzat Han ordinarily receives steady streams of news from abroad. Alas, this dried up when the trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamza, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Okay, let's grab the Hamza. I like how it knows where it's going. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with the Radiant Beastkeeper. Okay. Oh. I have to actually run it this time? Okay. I look ridiculous. Although it is kind of cute, honestly. Alright, I made it. No sooner do you arrive at your destination than the Hamza dashes off. Okay, bye. Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenuha. Is there something you require? Giant Skull for the Alchemists, you say? But of course, they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest Giant Skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Alright, so I probably can just teleport back. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, welcome back, Celeste. Derry, I hope you have the Giant Skull. Yes, I do. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Hey! Long time no see. How are you doing, Astinian?
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavnair, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually.
Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
True.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
I wonder if he's referring to his time
The
possessed
more
by
you see and
La
suffer
Habrea.
life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
These two
That
have
about sums it up.
very
The
similar
will to endure is not
experiences.
always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Uh-oh.
What is it? What did you see?
Oh, you know, the butthead.
Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last!
He better not hurt them.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the
it's
time
cute.
being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
It looks a lot like the cave drawings in Katana Ravel of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Is that intentional?
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Oh. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
But hopefully we don't have to
Midana,
hurt you.
Are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Okay.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. And if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Okay.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And
Okay.
you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
I mean, Fandaniel knows about this. I'm still worried that he's gonna do something.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
Okay, but don't go in, because I feel like you're gonna get attacked by something? I don't know. Something's gonna happen.
A few more steps.
Okay. Can you...
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
So far...
Now we can focus on production.
Why
Once
is it
we've equipped
open?
and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
I'm not there with her. Something's gonna happen.
What?
I knew it. Oh no.
Ah!
Oh no! Oh boy. How did that happen? I was wondering why the friggin' door was open. Oh my god. There's so many of them. It is him!
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Uh-oh.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid.
Oh, you.
The similarities are striking.
He sees it too. I don't know if you just heard that.
My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
My dog just let out a really loud yawn. I don't know if you heard that. It's so tough being a dog. Anyway.
My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
I hate you. What are you talking about?
Allow me to tell you a story.
Of course.
Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
Okay.
I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Yeah.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Oh my god, just come out and say it, dude.
At your service.
Amen. As in... Isn't that the name of an Egyptian god?
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments?
I need to look this up real quick. I'm almost positive Amun is an Egyptian god. Amun, also spelled Amun, Amen, or Aman, Egyptian deity, was revealed. Yeah, Amun-Ra. Okay, are we doing Egyptian mythology this time and not Greek? Maybe even because I know that some of this is Indian as well. Interesting.
That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged.
Okay.
I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon.
Zandy!
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
So, Zandy was the big bad in Final Fantasy IV, but also is a raid boss in... What's the name of that place? Labyrinth of the Ancients? One of the original raids in ARR, I believe.
In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself.
Wait.
See what lies ahead.
Clones.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
I wonder if when they're talking about clones, they mean one of the two that met with us during the Crystal Tower storyline.
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
Guess he still hasn't gotten a hobby, huh? It sucks that we have to leave her here. I am not okay with this. Also, the bridges look like spines? What the heck? Ah, you are returned, but where is Mistress Nadana? About that. Minutia preserved, just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Wait, is Andy in the Labyrinth of the Ancients or Circus Tower? I'm getting them confused now. I'm pretty sure it's Labyrinth of the Ancients, though. Almost positive. Because isn't that... Am I getting my games confused? No, Zandy is 4 and not 3. I don't know. something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I know. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily, lest we endanger Nadana and the other captives. Well, that took a turn. Alright. I'm going to end this episode here because it is quite long, but I wanted to see the ending of that. You see what happens with the talisman and whatnot. But I think I was right. Fandaniel did point out that the talisman looked a lot like the cave paintings of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Yeah, and Amun is the Egyptian god of the sun, Amun-Ra. So we've got some Egyptian mythology in this expansion, along with possible Indian mythology. But yeah, really, this particular episode had a lot of story to it and lots to think about. I will start up the next episode start up the next quest in the next episode. If you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on social media, which I have linked down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.